Hello and welcome to turn 2 of this YouTuber multiplayer game of Dominions 4, and here I am playing Ulm. Last turn I just was quiet and I sat inside and I was waiting for the scouting information of how these provinces were going to be defended so I could best plan on how to expand. In the event of what happened, a number of players have sent some messages. I got this message from DasTactic, who is playing as man, and he goes, "Salutations, fellow humans. The forces of death are ready to launch upon the world of the living. Our best hope is to work closely together. Consider the noble and pure knights of man, your natural ally, the Grail Knights of the Round Table." And I'm going to reply to this. I will go send messages, send text message to man. And I'm going to edit this out of the video. So I'm just going to type the message. Okay, and this is the message I've drafted in response. "Greetings, DasTactic of the Grail. Our forges are already rekindled and arms and armor are being manufactured to prepare us for the struggle that is to come. We would welcome your support in this endeavor from your lesser armored knights. We wish to provide you with the necessary resources to aid you in your endeavors and to bring our peoples closer together. Only, we don't know where to send them. The armored people of Ulm." Okay, so what's happening here is I'm making fun of his knights having less armor, and also trying to poke fun as to figure out where he is. So I don't actually expect him to tell me where he's located, but you know, maybe something will happen. So we got this message from Asphodel. "May your black metals do you well." That's what we do. We make black steel. I'm not going to respond to this. Don't really know what to write. And I have another message from Van Heim. I think this is a message he sent to everybody. "To all who mourn the loss of our Pantocrator, it is with great sadness and solemnity that we, the humble Vanir, accept responsibility for the thrones that have been vacated so irresponsibly. Rest assured, once Fafnir, our god, the one true god, ascends, that he will never ever abandon the way our predecessor has. Our ancestors, the rulers of Helheim, warned that such power is ill-suited to the pagan beings of the woods. But this is not the time for speaking the words we told thou so. Instead, it is a time for order, for peace, for everyone to come together under Fafnir's rule. Nay, trouble yourselves not with the thrones of ascension, but leave them in our capable hands. Attend to your own people, and we will attend to you." So that's quite aggressive from Van Heim. He's basically saying, we're going to do it, stay out of our way. And this is the message that I've crafted in response. It was from that's from Van Heim. So next message to Van Heim. Okay. And this is the message I've crafted in response. "Dearest Van Heim, the former Pantocrator was weak and unable to protect this world. Magic is fading, and it is only through the strength of steel that these lands can be kept safe, and as such the responsibility lies with the people of Ulm, the armored people of Ulm." So yeah, we'll see how that goes down. And the other message was from Shinyama. The Bakemono have overthrown our Omni Ant Masters. All hail Tortuga-san, revered pretender to the thrones of Ascension. We shall settle our lands and seek peace with peaceful neighbors. A good sword is the one left in the scabbard. And I am going to respond with this. "The people of Shinyama. The world is bountiful and there are many riches within the earth. We seek peace with our neighbors so that our people may prosper and develop our societies as the Pantocrator willed it. In recognition of our newfound friendship, we wish to give you some of the yields of our world-renowned forges. Only, we don't know where to send them. The armored people of Ulm." Okay. So that's the diplomacy side out of the way. And this is probably one of the most important turns, I feel, in the entire game so far, because this is going to define how I'm going to get my cap circle and how I want to most efficiently move my army around. So the plan is this. We've got woodsmen here, we've got militias and slingers, barbarians, more militia and heavy infantry, and these guys, Vietis and trolls and 3 huge wyverns. I really don't have a feel how strong this army is, but these guys I'm pretty sure I can handle quite easily, even with this meager force as we have it here. These guys are powerful. The big thing about Ulm is this very high protection rating. It's just higher than pretty much what everyone else has. And the way the combat works in this game is there's an attack and defense skill between two enemies, which basically go about, does the attack hit? Okay, and that's what attack and defense skill is. And also what's great about these guys is because their weapon has such a long length, if your weapon is longer, you get an additional parry ability to try and not get hit. So because of the length of their stick, they already have a defensive mechanism in their parry. And then once a hit is made, the attack skill, or it's the strength rating and the damage from the weapon, get paired basically against the protection of the unit. So even if these pikeneers get hit, they're liable to not take much damage from what the enemies are using, especially these woodsmen, because they've got really crappy weapons. And even the small light range weapons that the neutrals have are quite unlikely to hurt my pikeneers. So I can, even though I'm massively outnumbered by these woodsmen, the pikeneers should deal with them very easily. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go to the army setup. I'm going to put all my pikeneers right in front. I'm actually going to go into a line formation. There's a small morale penalty, but it just helps if you go into a box formation, there's a morale bonus, right? That's just the way the game works. When you're in line formation, there's a slight morale penalty. So they have +1 morale, but if you go into a line formation, there's a no morale bonus. So keep that in mind. And I'm actually going to send myself and my priest smith into this combat as well. I want to go here in the turn, so I can site search this province next turn, and I'm just going to send in this guy as well as a bit of extra combat boost. I really want to lose as few units as possible because my units are so resource expensive. I really can't build many in a turn, but once you get a critical mass of pikes going, they're really quite powerful. So that's the thinking here. I just want to make sure I get this victory done as quickly as possible without as many losses, and then I basically can pan out the next 9 moves on what's going to happen. Once I've taken this province, I'm going to go here, I'm going to go here, and I'm going to go here, complete the cap circle. And we have to figure out how strong these guys are. I might come in here with an additional force that's built up in the meantime, or I might just go down here and get the throne. Actually, just make sure which province the throne is. I think the throne's in this province. It would show up here if it was in this one. Then go into this province and come up this side and come up here and try and do something with these thrones. So that's the thinking here. I'm going to go here, I'm going to go clockwise and work my way back up through here. I definitely want this province. I just need to figure out how powerful they are and how powerful these huge wyverns are. I might just build a separate force to handle that. With the army setup, I'm going to set battle orders, I'm going to go cast a specific spell, I'm going to select Flying Shards. This is an earth spell, and it's basically just a lot of rocks that fly across the map. What's nice about these things is that, at least in the description, they're not very powerful, but can severely injure lightly armored units, and that's the opposite of what I am, so that's great, because it means friendly fire from these things probably aren't going to be much of an issue. So if they're in close combat, my pikes with the woodsmen, the flying shards should just ravage the woodsmen, and even if they hit my pikes, hopefully that won't do too much damage. I'm going to set exactly the same spells for myself. I'm still going to go with flying shards. And as I research evocation, they're going to be better spells available for me here. So with that, I've got these guys. They're all going to go in there. They're going to kill. I'm going to send my spy to the throne. I want to see what throne it is. And also, I guess, just explore down in this direction as well. And yeah, research, nothing. Research is going to be happening this turn because all my researchers are moving out. I'm going to recruit another priest smith and just more pikes. I didn't talk about the Black Knight. This is an interesting unit as well. I have very limited experience using this unit, largely because he is so resource expensive, 63. So I might start building these guys if my income starts becoming an issue, because you always want to spend your resources as much as you can, and these guys are more cost effective in terms of just gold. It's the resources that's the restriction. So if gold starts becoming the restriction, I'll start maybe building Black Knights and see how they go. I think they've got the highest protection of all the knights, and they're certainly more highly protected than the Grail Knights. And that was a little jab I had at DasTactic saying, haha, my knights are better than yours, and you are boasting how great your knights are. But going to mostly stay with an infantry build. So next turn we'll have a battle. I'll be excited. Let me just make sure the army setup is all correct as I want it. Yeah, this guy, he can come forward as well. I think this will be absolutely fine. I don't foresee any issues. I mean, if Balmus dies, that'd just be an utter disaster. But I don't think that's even possible or likely. Famous last orders, words. I can cast Smite with him, but I think I'd rather just let him do his thing. He can just do what you're gonna do. And that's the turn. Messages have been read, messages have been sent, battles have been given, recruitment has been done, and I hope to see you guys next time on the next turn on this channel series Dominions 4. Okay, bye.